Welcome race fans to the birthplace of speed, Daytona International Speedway, as we get set to kick off the second half of the NASCAR 15 Let's Play with the running of the Coke 0400, powered by Coca-Cola. It's a warm and muggy 4th of July weekend, but the skies are clear and we're getting set to go racing under the lights. There's a great fireworks show after the race, but as always, we're getting set for one to happen in the race. It's time for some side-by-side, door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper, restrictor plate racing in prime time. This is NASCAR on McBlam Racing. And the pace car makes its way down pit road as we're coming off turn 4. 2x2, 21½ rows, getting set to go racing. Green flag is in the air. Boyer leads him off turn 1, followed closely by Jimmy Johnson. Johnson leading the second line down below as he takes the lead into turns 3 and 4. They're 3 wide in the back as they try to make a third line through the middle up front. Trying to make a move with Jeff Gordon. Moving up through the pack slowly but surely as we work our way to the inside of Michael Annette. 4 wide. As we go down into turns 1 and 2. Not sure if this is going to work. Oh, problems. Around goes Annette. Caution is out. Yeah, just could not make that work down into turns 1 and 2. As Annette goes around, collects Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch.
Track's clear. The road will be open this time.
And we're going to go ahead and stay out. Yeah, I should have known better than that. Should have known better than that. That's completely my fault. Trying to get too much too early there. There's the radio chatter there. Owning up to that mistake going into turns 1. Jimmy Johnson and Alec Amarola on the front row. Trevor Bayne, Regan Smith, Denny Hamlin, David Reagan, Clint Boyer, Kyle Busch, Truex Jr., and Allmendinger round out the top 10. And we will restart 34th on the outside lane. Going to try to be a little bit more patient coming down through the turns here. As the pace car dives in, we're getting ready. On lap 4, green flag is back in the air.
10-4. Car inside. Low side. Inside.
A little bit more tame start, still 2x2.
Stay up. One on the bottom.
Looks like Greg Biffle up ahead is trying to get a run on the outside, but no one goes with him. As we scrape the wall a little bit, getting a little bit tight in the loose stuff. Greg Biffle goes on by. Jimmy Johnson still leading this race. Kurt Busch has logged the fastest lap of the race so far as we're still in a train of 2x2 coming off turn 4. Johnson still leading. Ooh, stack up, big stack up. Had to lay way out of the gas there. Casey Kane up top as we've dropped back, trying to be careful not to lose the draft here. Jeff Gordon goes by.
Car up top, just looking. Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Got Kenseth on the outside. Now
He's coming on the outside.
David Gilliland with a big head of steam moves into 39th. So we're trying to work our way back up to speed.
Still outside.
Outside line is checking up as we're catching up to Casey Kane.
Check your outside. Gotta get to the
Trying to
bottom.
work our way inside of Casey Kane.
Gotta
Ooh,
car
Kane
on
is
your
loose.
outside.
Kane is really loose.
Car outside. At your door.
Jeff Gordon makes it 3 wide in the middle.
Car up high.
Gordon goes to the inside of his teammate Casey
Still
Kane as
high.
we're falling back behind Matt Kenseth. Ooh, we tap Kenseth in the back bumper. Trying to be a little careful here. I had to lay out of the gas.
One up top.
Austin Dillon is now out front.
At your door up top. That's it. Come around.
As we make it 3 wide to try to get back up to lead this second pack. Help from David Gilliland.
Right's clear.
Gilliland with us. Austin Dillon is out front.
Clear.
Leading laps here at Daytona
Reverse, 2 seconds
for this
ahead.
July 4th weekend. Hoping for some help from David Gilliland back here to get us back up to this first
10 to
pack.
go.
10 laps to go. Gilliland has dropped back, but we now have the draft from Josh Wise. As Kyle Busch has now inherited the lead. Busch will lead him down the back straightaway.
Way to go, buddy.
Busch leads him down the back as we try to work our way to inside of Josh Wise. Side drafting into turns 3 and 4. And the outside line does not go. That helps us out. They're really, really stacked up. Edwards now takes over the lead.
Car outside you. One outside.
Austin Dillon's falling back.
The leader's a second ahead. Car outside. Come on, you got him.
We're making our way, cracking up into the top 30.
Keep a good pace. You're doing good.
Drafting behind Regan Smith. Edwards leads him.
Stay on the bottom.
And off turns 1 and 2 as AJ Allmendinger has now moved his way to the top spot.
Outside.
Inside of Blaney, we're 3 wide. 3 by 3 by 3. Drafting along with Regan Smith. Ooh, Mears cuts down. Decides he wants to get into the fast line. So does McDowell. Vickers behind us.
We've been here before, buddy. Come on, let's
They're
pick
trying to make it 4 deep up there. Going to try to be a little bit more careful here.
up. They're waving halfway. Come on, let's
Halfway
do this.
through the race. As we are still 3 deep going down into turns 1 and 2. Michael Annett has now inherited the lead. Battling side by side with Kurt Busch. Busch is out front. As we go 4 wide down the back straightaway.
Keep pushing. We know we got a fast car. Every point counts. Keep the momentum.
Worked our way into the top 10. 4 deep through turns 3 and 4. Can we make it work?
Come on, let's get past him.
Ooh, it's tight. It's tight as we've now worked our way into the top 10.
You guys are going to work together.
Moving
Can't slam
inside of Regan Smith. Austin Dillon, side by side to the line.
it. 7 to go.
And we have taken over the race lead.
Right side's clear.
Greg Biffle works to the outside. Here we go, downs through turns 1 and 2 to the bottom of the racetrack. Greg Biffle closely behind us. So we go up top. Whoa! Whoa, we're around, and somehow we saved that.
We're okay. We're just as
Jimmy
fast
Johnson
as
running
let's
through
get
the
back down.
grass. Everyone saves it. No
Car at
caution.
your door. Up top at your door. Car outside you.
No caution. There was no room up there. Absolutely no room. He just flat out turned us. That's alright. Voicing some displeasure there with Greg Biffle
Clear high.
as he has taken over the lead, but it manages to slow everyone up.
One outside. Nice. Top 10. Okay, let's
We're
hustle.
working our way back up to that
Right
pack.
side.
Clint Boyer close behind us. As they are 3 wide up there.
Car 3 back. Car car 3 back.
We're drafting, catching up to Stenhouse
That's
Jr.
it. Close that gap. Stay on him. Stay on him. The leader's a second ahead.
Drafting with Earnhardt Jr. AJ Allmendinger is now taking
All right,
over the
behind
lead.
you.
Bobby
We're up top.
Labonte close behind us. Work our way to the inside of Jr.
Stay down. Car outside. At your door.
We catch up to Regan
Nice
Smith.
lap. Much faster. You got the fastest car out there right now. Car outside you. Top 5.
Catching up to
Do it.
Ryan
There it
Newman.
goes.
Will there be any bad blood
Too high.
between us and Newman? Newman gets booted out of the way as we work our way to the lead, pushed by Earnhardt Jr.
Low. Keep it low.
Running the bottom of the track, Earnhardt Jr. tries to make a move in the middle. Not the best move as Labonte makes his way to his inside. Through the bottom of the racetrack, all the way through turns 3 and 4, we're coming to the tri-oval. Labonte looking high, looking low.
4 to go.
4 laps to go. It's go time here at Daytona. Labonte pulls up high. He thinks better of it, tucks in behind us, trying to get himself a run off turns 1 and 2. Here he comes. Labonte moves to the outside.
Got one working the top.
Stewart tries to make a move in the middle. 3 wide for the lead at Daytona. Now for second, advantage Bobby Labonte. Oh, the side draft.
Clear up high.
The side draft got Labonte loose. That checks up the field. It gives us a big advantage out front. As we're coming to 3 laps to go.
Ready to go.
This could be really good or really bad. Having a big lead here at Daytona. Bottoming out a little bit off the track, but the pack is coming. As soon as they can get organized, that 3x3 for second place, that's what we need to see in the rearview mirror. That's only going to help us. But the moment they get a single file line, it's going to be bad as we're coming off through turns 3 and 4. Coming to 2 laps to go. We're in the lead. Advantage Edwards is in second.
2 to go.
Here comes Chase Elliott moving his way up through the field. Battling side by side with Edwards and Kurt Busch. They are still 3 wide back there. Advantage to Chase Elliott. Now advantage to Carl Edwards. Here comes the pack. Advantage to Carl Edwards. Edwards moves down to the bottom. We come down to cover. Coming off turn 4. 1 more lap to go when we hit the line. Here comes Carl Edwards. Edwards trying to hold off the pack.
That's what we work for. You got it.
Final lap. Edwards looks high. Here we come to the bottom of the track. Through turns 1 and 2. Round the back straightaway for the final time. Here comes Chase Elliott. With a big run to the inside of Carl Edwards. Can he make it work? To the bottom of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Advantage to Chase Elliott. But we're still in the lead. Coming off turn 4. Headed to the tri-oval.
He's going to tuck in and draft behind you.
Elliott tucks in behind us. To the bottom of the track. We will win at Daytona.
Great job, man. Great job. Very, very impressive run, buddy. We're going to let you...
2 in a row, baby! Yes! Daytona sweep! Oh, man, that's awesome. Daytona sweep, baby.
5th
Yeah.
win in a row.
No.
Well, 5th win of the season. 2nd win in a row
Come on, man.
for us and Team
Oh,
Chaos
that's awesome.
and Tiger Morn Energy
I love
as
you
we are
guys. I
doing
thought
the
they were
Polish
going to the
victory
last
lap. Down the front stretch. facing the fans.
Chase Elliott, I love him. He could have passed me on that last lap. He chose to tuck in.
Chase Elliott tucked in behind us at the very last second.
Oh man! Tell you what, this one.
There just weren't enough laps. If there were more laps, we can say that they probably would have caught us and been able to pass us. But there just weren't enough laps in this race. And when we pulled away, we managed to make it work, and they could not get organized. And that just let us lead the way all the way to victory lane. I think we're going to put some donuts here through the Daytona sign. Is he going to do it? Oh, yeah.
Soak it up, man. Great job today.
Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo.
They're loving you for that one, man.
That Talladega setup did it, man. That's all I needed. The Talladega setup needed it.
You're the man.
Two in a row. Hey, that's number 5 for this season, baby. Yes. Woo.
Awesome finish at Daytona.
All right.
And as you can see that we're sporting the 2015 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Patriotic Scheme. I figured this was his last season in real-life NASCAR. Figured I'd give him a little bit of a send-off running his Pate Scheme at Daytona. And I think it's time to go to victory lane. The fireworks show is on. It is time to celebrate for the 5th time in this NASCAR 15 Let's Play. Let's go ahead and view the race results. We are the winners of the Coke 400, only leading 6 laps of this race, but it was hard fought all the way to the end. Chase Elliott comes in 2nd, Ty Dillon in 3rd, Cole Witt in 4th, Michael Annett in 5th, 6th is AJ Allmendinger, 7th is Ryan Newman, 8th is Kyle Larson, 9th is Carl Edwards, and rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Blaney. Here are the rest of the field. You can pick out your favorite driver. But a great finish here at Daytona. Owe a lot to Chase Elliott. He could have passed us through the tri-oval on that last stint. I don't think I had enough to block him. I would have tried, but I don't think I would have had enough for him. But he decided to push us to a win. And it's a good 2nd place finish for Chase Elliott, as we have no cars who have finished. Everyone's finished on the lead lap, so that's good. Okay guys, so here are the point standings as of right now. After the Coke 400, we have inherited back the points lead after our win today. So we have 5 wins, 9 poles, and 12 top 10s. And we are 6 points ahead of 2nd place Dale Earnhardt Jr. of Hendrick Motorsports, who has 2 wins and 10 top 10s. Kurt Busch runs 3rd for Stewart-Haas Racing with 1 win and 8 top 10s. Tony Stewart with 0 wins and 9 top 10s for Stewart-Haas Racing is in 4th. Brad Keselowski for Team Penske Racing with 1 pole and 7 top 10s in 5th. Denny Hamlin of Joe Gibbs Racing with 6 top 10s in 6th. AJ Allmendinger of JTG Daugherty Racing with 6 top 10s in 7th. Jeff Gordon of Hendrick Motorsports with 7 top 10s in 8th. Carl Edwards of Joe Gibbs Racing with 1 pole and 6 top 10s in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Greg Biffalo of Roush Fenway Racing with 2 wins, 2 poles, and 5 top 10s. Kevin Harvick with 4 top 10s for Stuart Hott Racing is in 11th. Then we have Kyle Busch in 12th for Joe Gibbs Racing with 1 win, 1 pole, and 5 top 10s. Martin Truex Jr. in 13th for Furniture Row Racing with 1 win, 0 poles, and 5 top 10s. And Ryan Blaney for Wood Brothers Racing in 14th with 1 win and 5 top 10s. 15th will be Austin Dillon of Richard Childress Racing with his win at Pocono and 5 top 10s. And rounding out the challengers will be Jamie McMurray for Chip Ganassi Racing with 2 top 10s and 1 win. So there are our point standings. Those are our challengers so far, and we don't have many races before we get to the chase. Well, guys, these races are always incredibly nerve-wracking. I wasn't sure that I was actually going to get a win here, especially starting towards the back of the pack. Not that I haven't gone from last to first here at Daytona and Talladega before. Actually, I ran the Talladega setup. You probably heard that, but yeah, I ran the Talladega setup here because even though like the handling wasn't all there for Daytona, the speed was there. And that helped us out quite a bit because, like, if we didn't have the speed, if we didn't have the strong enough car, then it just wouldn't have been. It would have been. We would have been hanging out in the back all the time. So we needed the speed to try to get us around this track and try to get our car to be really strong. This is not our Daytona 500 car. This is actually our Talladega car. But it is. Like I said, we sported the Dale Earnhardt Jr. paint scheme from 2015 when he won at the night race, and it had that horrific crash with Austin Dillon towards the end. But you know, thankfully he was okay from that. But I wanted to run this scheme. I always liked this scheme that he ran, and I wanted to do that as kind of like a send-off, saying like, okay, yeah, this is his last year. He won't be here anymore. Won't be racing anymore after this season, so I thought this would be a cool send-off. I was just trying to decide between this one and his 2001 paint scheme, and I decided to go with this one. I thought it would be really cool. Plus, I like this scheme better. And yeah, so good win, good showing for us. 5th win this season, 2nd win in a row. Have not done that in a long time. And like I said, I was unsure at times, and this track will teach you a lot of patience because you're just mired in a pack all the time. And when it was under 10 to go, I realized, like, regardless of which, I just had to make the 4-wide move. I shouldn't have been making that move earlier on in the race on cold tires, but now when the tires warmed up and I got a little bit more handling out of the car, a little bit more tire pressure had worked its way into it. I was able to handle the car a lot better. So, yep, hope you guys enjoyed that race. Thank you guys so much for watching. So I do these races every weekend following the NASCAR season. I hope you guys enjoy the new NASCAR on NBC format that's taking place of the NASCAR on Fox format since we're on NBC now. Well, the real life NASCAR is on NBC now. I'm not on NASCAR NBC. I'm not that famous. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys. Next race should be at no, not Chicagoland. That's NASCAR Thunder 2003. The next race, I believe it's New Hampshire. Might have to check me to see if I'm wrong there. But either way, I will see you guys next week at the next race.